What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time Amazon media seller. We are outside of a thrift store today. It is later in the day. I got a late start today. Been doing some running around with Deb. But yeah, so we're gonna get inside here. We're gonna scan all the books, CDs, DVDs. I'll show you guys back at home what we find. It is still freezing cold here in central Pennsylvania. In case you were wondering, that's why I'm sitting in the car doing this intro. I also wanted to talk about today's topic, which is basically we all have different wants, needs, challenges in our business, right? So this is apparent to me because I do about 50 one-on-one coaching calls a month. And every single person has a completely different situation and has a completely different expectation, has a completely different business model. I think a lot of us get caught up with there's only one way to be successful doing this, and I almost think it's the exact complete opposite if you understand what it takes to be profitable running a reselling business. If you're interested and being profitable, join the YouTube channel. I know, a huge investment, $2.99 a month, weekly live calls, private Discord, and the go-to lister discount that literally pays for itself. But back on the topic of things, right? I think about, you know, like it also gets to like, what's your why, right? Like everybody has a different reason for reselling. When I first, started reselling, it was just extra money so I could try to get out of debt faster. I used to be dead broke. Me and Deb literally, I wish I still had it. Deb used to keep a little spiral notebook that would have every check I made throughout the year and everything that needed to come out of it. And we literally didn't make enough money. So like my check would have to get split up into like two weeks. It was a complete nightmare. And like that was my reason why. And then, as I started to grow this business and we relocated for my crappy job at CVS, it became evident that I was miserable and I was working too much. So my new why became, well, we're out of debt now and I don't want to work this job no more. So I wanted to make enough money to do this. That is for me, right? I deal with people where, there's a full array of people. I truly believe I've talked to 95% of the situations out there where people are looking to make extra money. Single moms. Moms that have kids they're taking care of, guys that have kids they're taking care of, people that are retired looking for supplemental income, young kids that are looking to kind of get ahead and, start planning for the future today. I've seen the full spectrum of it and it motivates me, right? Like I've made strides in my personal life, my financial life, and that's what keeps me going. It's not so much, my why anymore. My why now, if you ask me, hey, Mike, why are you doing this now? It's going to be my future, right? I don't plan on working until I'm dead, and just being inspirational to other people and maybe helping them kind of change their life financially or even personally, right? By reselling. As much as I appreciate the financial side of my reselling business, the personal side weighs more to me. I know you guys all think I'm the greediest bugger when it comes to making a buck. Mr. Krabs, human form, you're 100% correct. But I'd be lying if I told you I did not appreciate having the time off and being able to focus on things I enjoy and spend time with the people that I really care about. That's my why, is making some money, staying above water, enjoying my time, and inspiring others to possibly change their lives. And that's different for every single person. Every single person watching us right now has a different reason and different challenges and different obstacles. People working full-time, people that are disabled, looking to make some extra money. They can't get out to the thrift stores. They're trying to do online arbitrage. Everybody is different. I just showed this proof of concept because this is what's worked for me. And I'll never sit here and tell you any business model is completely foolish, because there's ways you can make anything work, I've seen it before. I've seen people have their significant others drive them to the stores. I've seen people well over 70 years old make thousands of dollars a month selling media on Amazon, right? Like, you all are the proof to me and the motivation for me to kind of keep going. I just rambled on for 5 damn minutes here now that I'm looking at my GoPro, so I'm gonna shut up. You guys will see my screen while I'm in there scanning. Hopefully this doesn't die on me. I don't know if I charged this yesterday when I was out. If it does, I quit. I'm done. That's it. Appreciate you all. You guys will never see another video. Anyways, let me get inside here. It's packed because, like I said, it's Friday. It's Friday and it's in the evening. And it's club time, club thrift store time. Let's go. We are back from the thrift store. This stuff has to get out the door. I swear to you, whenever I am recording my screen while I'm scanning, I never find nothing, all right? You guys are probably like, it's all red. And then the second I stop recording my screen, like the next shelf actually has, has a lot of profitable items. We did pretty good there. You guys see their prices are $2 for adult books, and the DVDs are $2.49, but the CDs are only 99 cents. So I usually make out pretty good with the CDs. And their books, up until the beginning of last year, used to be 50 cents paperback, $1 hardback. So they doubled their hardback prices and 4x their softback prices. It's pretty crazy to me, the price increases I'm seeing in some of these thrift stores. And this isn't a bigger chain. Yeah, they have about 5 or 6 around me, but it's not like, you know, by any stretch of the imagination. They do look stuff up online. They do have an online presence, not on Amazon, but on eBay. And they, you know, they have like their shop Goodwill equivalent where you can go onto their website and buy items. I've been on there. I checked it out. It's all way overpriced crap. They do have like books listed, and they got a few like Easton presses, and they're way over market value. It's just the reality of it, right? Anybody can do this. Anybody can open up a thrift store. When you're getting this stuff for free, you know, it's kind of, I won't say it's impossible to fail, but it's pretty hard. And I do think a lot of people gravitate to these stores over the Goodwills and Salvation Armies. Now, I'm going to shut up, but back to the topic. Everybody's situation is different, right? You, me, anybody. We all have different expenses, different, basically different cost of living. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I used to be completely dead broke. Tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars in debt. I since have climbed out of that thanks to Deb and myself working hard and being on a budget. So today, you know, the expenses I need, or the money I need to cover my bills, is not a lot, right? I don't have to be out here trying to do $500K a year on Amazon, $1 million a year on Amazon. I can live comfortably. Just throw me a couple grand a month. That's more than CVS is paying me. I got no debt. I got cheap rent. My rent's under $1,000. I know a lot of you to watch this pay, you know, live in expensive areas where your rent's astronomical. Mine is well under $1,000. But so everybody's different, right? I drive an old paid off Nissan Altima. I'm not telling you to go buy an old beater, but just know when you sign the dotted line for a new car, you're looking at 8 years of payments, right? So, and I was there before. My Sonata, when I got that thing back, I think I actually got it in like 2012 or 2013, I forget. And I remember it was like 21 grand, and it took, you know, six years extra payments of paying that thing off. And even then, you know, when it got totaled, I had to use that money to get a new car. So yeah, it's different for everybody. So just because you see myself or somebody out there saying they can make it reselling or they can't make it reselling, you have to really have a financial picture of what their actual expenses are in life. And there's nothing wrong with having high expenses. You want to live in California where the weather's beautiful year round. Maybe you walk down the street, you see, you know, Tom Cruise, whoever it may be, right? Like, then you got to pay for that. I mean, you can move anywhere. Don't feel like you're tied down to a location either. That's a whole different story. But I mean, I lived in Philly my whole life. I moved out of there. I'll never go back. I would never live there again, even if you gave me a mansion. There's no way. Let me get my screen recorded here. I'm gonna show you some of the items we got going on. New message from an Amazon shopper. Case resolved. No response needed. All right. Scally updated their app. I personally am not a fan. I don't know what they're doing. Trying to make this thing look more sleek, more whatever. I hate the new look of it. The layout, I can't. It's gonna be our year. King Creole. King Creole, Elvis. I'm not a huge Elvis fan. Most of Elvis's DVDs suck unless they're the multi-packs, but this one, I think we got lucky here because there's none available. You see on the screen here, someone's got it listed new for $39.33, priced way too high. This is probably like, if I can get $17.99 and I make $10, I'll be happy, which we should be able to because there's nobody even on the listing, and we can sell the check mark. First Love. So this is one I'm going to price up here. We're not going down to $9.12 or $9.13, right? This is a Blu-ray and DVD. New buy box is $16.99. I think we wind up at like $14.99. We'll make close to like, we'll say like $7 profit on this. So we pay $2.50. You make $5. Not that exciting, but I will be conditioning this accordingly. That's all I'll say about that. So I don't, you know, TCM. I feel like I find these, like every week I do a wrap up. I'm like, be on the lookout. Turner Classic Movies. Any type of like multi-sets here of Turner Classic Movies always has the TCM on the side. Basically guaranteed to be profitable. This one didn't want to scan, so that's a cover scan for another day. I promise you though that Doris Day's TCM's worth it for you. What else we got? We got some CDs to show off since you guys seen all of the CDs. This is what I want my hair to look like. Guy Penrod's hair. You know, full-blown luscious locks. Actually, I'm ready to go shave my wig right after this just because it's driving me crazy. Trying to sell new for $40. Yet again, I think we're out of line with how high that is. Probably can get 25, maybe $30 for this new. You can see they're not getting the buy box currently either. So they ain't gonna mess around with that. Christmas CD.
Deli, you can't sell Christmas unless it's December 22nd to the 24th.
Dwight Yoakam. You remember, you can always scan that top barcode if there's none on the back, or if it has that BG whatever sticker. I mean, like, look at this thing. It sucks. Scan the barcode. Turn quick scan off here, see if that makes a difference. These apps, I'm telling you, these Amazon apps have to get it together. The softwares have to get it together. None of them work the way they should. And it's pissing me off. Pay all these money for these things and they don't work. All right. We got Perry Como's today. $4.87 profit. Not the best. If it wasn't new, there's no way we're buying this, but new stuff does seem to sell better than used. Kids Bop. It's got your favorite song on it. This was Samantha's CD as well. Did we do anything about this? No. No. Samantha took good care of her CD, so it doesn't have to get resurfaced. It's got your favorite song, Skater Boy, #1. If you've never heard of it, go listen to it. It'll be your new favorite song. The actual one is by Avril Lavigne. 741 profit. What else do I got going on over here? It's complete chaos. It's prep and get it out the door day. I got stacks you can't see here. I got bags on the floor. I got all kinds of stuff going on. All right. This is a bolo. Any type of musical books, make sure it does have the CD. You can feel right through that it actually has the CD in the back. These are fast selling. Our music class growing up in the city was the recorder, right? The fake flute thing. So I never really thought these were really worth it until I started selling on Amazon. And I think everybody else kind of just leaves these things behind because they're like, I don't want to deal with it. Fair value's 38, so we'll probably put this in at like $34.99. That'll be like 20 bucks off the new price. We should be able to get that sale pretty quickly. I feel like this is a bunch of people in my Discord, and it's not necessarily the worst girl gang ever. That's like Fita and Max and those guys. I mean, like, look, it's telling me to scan the barcode, and I'm like literally right over the barcode, and it doesn't scan. Moving on. The Weapon Wizards. Israel, hot topic lately in the world. Like, this thing is just, it's just bad. Let me try the, all right, the ISBN seemed to work. This app said 2026 is going to be their year. I haven't even really been complaining about it because I'm just like, yeah, what else am I going to do? But like, it's officially locked me up here. It's absolutely pathetic. Everybody in the Discord's been complaining. I'm just like, I'm just going to lay low and not complain. Scan timed out. Try again. I hate it. I hate it. All right, I'm just going to show you guys some other stuff I got. Brand new. I laughed at this one. Invisible Dad. Look, it's just a shirt. It's just a kid at the circus with his dad, and his dad's just a shirt because he's invisible. This is a 4-pack, brand new, sealed. My Brother the Pig. It's probably what my sister said about me. Power Rangers, not my Power Rangers. I grew up on the original Power Rangers, not this Dino Charge stuff, although I am into like Jurassic Park. But me and Deb actually watched some of these on the Roku channel, and they are not good. I mean, I do appreciate like good choreography and things like that, but it's not as good as the old ones. Let's see. This was a good one that I know isn't going to scan. But I remember because I've never seen this before, and it sounds so, it sounds so bad. Blood Ties, the complete series, a crime series with a bite. So somebody's a vampire. It looks like this slick dude in the middle here is the manpire, and then this guy's got to be the detective, and then maybe this is just some woman they fight over. Do you want to be with the detective or the manpire? You have to choose. But yeah, this one was worth it too. And I was like, really? I never even heard of this thing. Hey, look, this one scans properly. $24.70 profit. I'm not going to share my screen again. I'll just put it up here so you guys can see it. Sells a little bit less than once a week, but you might not be able to get the full $37.80 because it's only like $5 off of new. But it's still one I've never seen that was actually really worth it. I got anything else exciting in here? Let me see. Let me get a book. Understanding the Borderline Mother. Helping her children transcend the intense, unpredictable, and volatile relationship. Hey, this is a really good one. 17 bucks profit. This will sell basically instantly. No idea, but you know, you gotta scan everything. I scan everything. I don't shortchange myself or shortchange you. When I'm in the store, I want to get it all done, so I know when I come back in another month, I will be scanning basically all new inventory. I don't want to half-ass anything while I'm out there. That's all I got for you. I got a mess I got to clean up. Hopefully the app will be fixed sometime in the near future. I'm not counting on that either, though. But yeah, I mean, everybody's situation is different. Me sitting here telling you I can live off, I mean, if I was bare bones, like I probably could get down to like $1,500 a month if I just ate spaghetti every night and didn't drive my car and like literally just stayed home every day. Probably could live off $1,500 a month, which is crazy, right? That's why having this business allows me to continue to invest, continue to save money for a house, continue to do the things I want to do, continue to buy my Dr. Pepper Zero Sugars, continue to, I don't know. That's all I got for you. Just take everything you see on the internet with a grain of salt, especially when you hear people saying this doesn't work or this is great. Depends on the situation, right? If you're making 10 grand a month and your overhead's only 2, sure, it's great. When you're making 10 grand a month and your overhead's 12, not so much, right? So it's a completely different spectrum of what reality is for different people. As always, I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more used different scenarios. This app sucks videos. Bye-bye.